Thank you so much, Victoria, for introducing me and going over how to find a realtor. The next step is going to be how to find a loan officer and, just going over the financial aspect of things. So, usually people work with the realtor's preferred loan officer, but you could go to your bank or a credit union to see, who gives you a better interest rate and all that good stuff. But regardless, they are going to require some paperwork from you, which is identification, 2 years of employment minimum proof. So usually this is W-2s and a few of your most recent pay stubs. And then you also need to provide proof of funds. So essentially, proof of funds is it could be a screenshot of your bank account, a copy of your bank account to show them that you do have enough money saved up for down payment and closing costs. This way, when you're submitting offers, they know that you're a serious buyer and they can take your offer seriously. So once you give the loan officer, all the documents that they need, they're going to run your credit and they'll give you something that's called a pre-approval letter. So this pre-approval letter is going to state the amount that you're pre-approved for. And this is pretty much where you'll see, how much your monthly payments are, how much is your interest. And usually when you're a first-time home buyer, according to the California Real Estate Department organization, first-time buyers go with an FHA mortgage, which is 3.5% down payment. And you also need another 1 to 2% for closing costs, which closing costs could be escrow fees, it could be title fees, appraisal fees, other stuff that kind of just come up throughout the escrow process of when you're buying a house. So you want to make sure that these two things align. And then once you see how much you can afford, it gives you a much better idea of where exactly, you want to move to. So say your dream place is in Rancho Cucamonga, but you can't afford Rancho Cucamonga. The cool thing about working with a loan officer is they can set a goal for you, a plan, so that in 5 years or 3 years, however long it's going to take, you could afford and you could make a move to, realistically buy a house in Rancho Cucamonga. So, although this step is very intimidating, it's really important. And the next step is a little more fun. It's, trying to decide once you have your pre-approval, you see how much you could afford. And now you can decide what neighborhood you want to go to, what house you want to look at, which Quincy will give you a much better detailed explanation on how to complete this.